need 100 legs like I'm a centipede. Believe me, I got the recipe. Same tone, I really rest in peace. Dropping Judas, my pedigree. I give you more here, but get less of me. More reserve, smoking pounds of burger, having money cups, yeah, that's all. Look at that, all the rest of this world, but for me, I'ma fall in love with that law. So I been shot like the laser, let me take you all about the green, like the heat on the list. One had a dream with a shot, you live, and he didn't rule the world, but the crowd ain't gonna come. I say, I don't play that, he say, she say, who say, blase, blase. You can miss me with that gossip, you sound like a busybody, I say. I'm just trying to edify the body, I say. You can't walk this walk alone, get with a body, yeah. Shawty said that she honey, the mama said that she honey. She got a hair wrap, got a lips done, you still exposing your body, stop it. The Bible is living proof, and some people just hate the truth. They hate it on Christ too, they really gon' hate you. I'm sad though, why you trapping out the band though? You don't see how they killing us, but you only worried about bands though. What you gon' get some Versace? What you gon' get you a Lambo? What you gon' do when you dead and tarnished? You gon' see how one of them bands go. Yeah, you gon' see how one of them bands go. Bands go. What do you in your judgment? Your Gucci simply needs to search.
This nigga can't call it for it, baby.
What up, what up, what up? Happy Sabbath, Shabbat, Shalom, Shalom to the family. Worldwide family checking in the building. I see people checking in on Facebook, people checking in on YouTube. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you. I got the young lion back in the building ready to bring another banger. It's your boy T Boogie in the building. The title of tonight's lesson is, I'm going to let you give, because I've got it so long. What is the title of tonight's lesson, brother?
We just call it spiritual fine-tuning.
Yeah.
Preparing ourselves for the feast.
Yes, sir. Preparing ourselves for the Most High feast.
Yes,
yeah, because the feast days are quickly approaching upon us. And start next week. You know, we got the memorial. We got the Passover, commemorate the death of our Messiah, the creator and possessor of the heaven and earth, came in man form and died for it. Then after that, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread, 7-day feast. So, hey, this is a good reminder, brother, for those who have been in the walk for a while, and for those who are new to the walk, hey, some specific instructions on how we are to live our lives during this time, entering into the feast day. With that, I'm gonna turn it over to the young lions.
It's Shalom family. Good to be before y'all another Shabbat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get it in, get the spiritual food going.
For sure.
Like I say, the title of tonight's lesson, the main part of it is spiritual fine-tuning. And when we talk about fine-tuning something, we talking about going back over the intricacies, the small, minute details, and revising so that it can be perfect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that it can something can be at its highest level of performance. You know, you go out on the field and you don't do so good, so you gotta go back to the drawing board, fine-tune something. What you need to work on your quickness. All right, turn this up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You need to work on your speed, turn this up a little bit. So look at it from a spiritual perspective. Going into the feast or coming into the new year, what the new moon was, I believe, the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right, bro.
So, you know, and the feast days is coming right up real soon. So in these feast days, we don't need to take that old leaven into these feast days and into this new year.
Right, bro.
You know, with the heathen new year, we always talking about New Year resolution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, this the real New Year. who's setting some real New Year resolutions.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? What in order for you to do that, you got to look within yourself and do some fine tuning. You know what I'm saying? What levels is low and what levels is high? Do you need to turn the mercy level up a little bit? Fine tune that. Do you need to turn the lust down? Yeah, you need to turn that down. You know what I'm saying? And turn the you need to turn the patience. I know I need to turn the patience up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I thought I had it adjusted to a good level, you know, and then something happened. You know, I got to go back and turn it up just a little bit more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What else? You know, whatever you may be having trouble with, whether it's tail bearing,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You need to turn that all the way down.
Right.
You need to turn that all the way down. And turn righteous words, righteous speaking up. Go on, fine tune that, turn that up.
Right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Then you look up, you running like a well-oiled machine. You living a lifestyle that's pleasing to the Most High.
Right, bro.
And he is gonna accept when you come before him on these special days like these feast days. But like this really ain't a lesson, I guess. It's just, you know what I'm saying, we just, you know, chopping it up basically and throwing out some reminders, you know, going into this feast season, because they all about to come up, kicking off with Passover.
Right.
Which really, you know what I'm saying, this is one of the most important feasts to us as a people.
Yes, sir.
And we finna get right on.
Hold on, bro. I want before you get in. I see Brother Wardy P on the YouTube. He just posted the feast days of our locations where we're gonna be having we having our feast day. Bro, Ward, if you could do us a favor, brother, and post it on the Facebook feed as well. I see you on Full Tribe on the Facebook feed. Do the same thing, brother, on that Facebook feed on What the Book Says Radio. Post those times, dates, and locations on there as well, my beloved brother.
Hey, and of course, Ak Michael. Yeah, you know you invited, bro. Come on down. Let's come on down, here, bro.
For sure. Anybody that want to come fellowship with the brothers and sisters, man. You ain't gotta add, hey, bro. The brother that post them up on YouTube, we gonna post them up on Facebook as well. And so hey, come on down. Dates and times we'll be posting, and we love to have you. But I just want to throw. I seen Brother Ward put that up there. I wanted to put it on that Facebook feed too.
All right. Well, first spot we just gonna be looking at pretty much, man. Some of the, you know, we gonna be looking at a lot of stuff there to keep you out of the little I guess you could say the little trivial arguments that come up around this time. It'll help you stay out of a lot of foolishness that Satan to try to bait you in, and a lot of strife that Satan try to bait you in around this time of year with your brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dealing with these feast days. Like you getting the arguments around this time. Are we supposed to be keeping the feast in the land? Or we gonna address that?
There you go, bro. Please.
You know what I'm saying? With this first scripture, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got brews that won't even fellowship with certain brews because they keep the Passover on this day or on that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got certain brews that sever themselves from among other brews because they see the Sabbath day different. You know what I'm saying? Like this stuff keeping us divided. But in the end times, in the last days, the Lord instructed his people to come together.
Right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And when you read Isaiah, it tell you that when he got his people, that's when all us gonna see eye to eye on everything. So
come on, bro.
Until then, we can discuss these things, but still we don't need to let our differences divide us. So let's get Exodus 12.
All right.
Exodus 12, read 1 through 8.
All right. Exodus, chapter 12, and verse 1, and I'll read. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying,
in the where?
In the land of Egypt.
Okay.
This month shall be the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house.
All right. So on the 10th day, you take up this lamb. All right. Go ahead.
Excuse me. Verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb.
Right. Go ahead.
Your lamb shall be without blemish.
Shall be without what?
Without blemish.
All right. Go ahead.
A male of the first year.
All right. So your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. We all know this symbolic of Yeshua HaMashiach.
That's right, bro.
All right. We can read 1 Peter. Let's go to 1 Peter. Hold your spot right there. 1 Peter chapter 1. We just chopping it up.
Yeah.
You get that 1 Peter chapter 1, I believe it's around verse 19. Is it 19?
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Baby. Let's see. Pick it up at 16.
All right. 1 Peter 1, verse 16. Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy.
That's a commandment. Be ye holy, for I am holy. Go ahead.
And if ye call on the Father, who without respect of persons judges according to every man's work, pass the time of your sojourning here in fear.
You see that? He said the rest of your time here is supposed to be in fear.
Right.
Not doing whatever you want to do. Not keeping Easter. And some people going to be keeping here in a couple of days. In a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's bunnies and eggs. That's symbols of sex and fertility.
Right.
Bunnies. You think I'm lying? What's the symbol for the Playboy? A bunny. Go ahead.
18. For as much as ye know that you will not redeem with corruptible things, as silver and gold, from your vain conversation, received by tradition from your father, but with the precious blood of Christ, as of a lamb without blemish and without spot.
As of a lamb without blemish and without spot. So we notice what this day that's coming up represent Christ. All right, so let's go back to that Exodus 12. We was at verse 6.
Verse 6. And you shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. The whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
You see that? It said the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it.
Come on, bro.
Now that's even more symbolism.
Yep.
Because who was all saying crucify him, crucify him?
We were all
in the New Testament. Israel. So that's even more symbolism right there where it says, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. You see that? So that's more symbolism, right? That these things represent our Messiah. Go ahead.
7. And they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
All right, skip down to verse 11. Read 11 through 20.
And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand.
Wow, so it when nobody sitting back chilling because you was finna leave captivity this night.
That's right, bro.
This same night you was finna leave captivity. All right, so this the mindset we need to be in going in the past.
Come on, bro.
You know, we talking about spiritual fine tuning, like you need to turn down all the distractions that's in your head. I don't care what it is. We need to get focused for this feast season that's coming up. Well, read that verse over again. It said, with your loins girded.
And thus you shall eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand. And you shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover.
So when the Passover approaches, and when it approaches, take it with the mindset of you leaving captivity that night. Like you need, so the mindset is preparation, basically. You need to be prepared.
That's right.
Constant though, not just for one day and then go back to lollygagging the next.
Come on, bro.
Constant focus. Go ahead.
For I will pass through the land of Mitzrayim this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Mitzrayim, both man and beast, and in the land of all the gods of Egypt. I will execute judgment. I am your house.
So on that day, man, just play this in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like just look around, like look at everybody who in the mindset of, you know, figuratively speaking, not having their loins girded in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Just look at everybody who ain't prepared, who think this just a time to have a barbecue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. This is way deeper than just eating and slapping fires and you know what I'm saying, drinking wine, and it's way deeper than that. It's way deeper than that. We miss the whole spiritual aspect of these things. You know what I'm saying? And be having all the little technicalities down pat. You got the right day right, got the right time right, got the right place, got the right this, got the right that. You know what I'm saying? But come up in there with murder on your mind.
Come on, bro.
Hating brothers without a cause. You ain't even got a reason why you don't like them. Man, why you don't like that, bro? I don't know. I don't know. It's just something about that, brother.
Yeah.
You can't even give him a reason why you don't like him.
Straight God.
You know what I'm saying? But you in there keeping the feast, though. You in there keeping the feast, though.
Let him.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like that's equivalent to you, you know, under the order of Aaron bringing the sacrifice, knowing that you was finna go commit the same sin again right after he killed an animal for you. You know, it ain't doing you no good at that.
No, bro.
What verse was we at?
We at 13.
Go ahead.
And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the houses where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you when I smite the land of Mizraim.
So this is what happened on the first Passover. This was the very first Passover, and it was not in the land. So can we keep this outside of Jerusalem? Yes, we can.
Yes,
Here's
sir.
The first precept to that
In captivity.
In captivity. Go ahead.
And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generation.
Right.
Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
How long is forever? That's forever. Go ahead.
7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread.
All right, so now he's bringing in unleavened bread.
Right.
That comes right after Passover. All right, eat unleavened bread. Go ahead.
Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses, for whosoever eateth leaven from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
That's how serious that was. And the Most High still take his feast days serious.
That's right, bro.
Go ahead.
16. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation, and in the 7th day there shall be a holy convocation to you.
Right.
No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which is every man must eat, that only may be done of you.
All right, go ahead.
And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this self-same day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore ye shall observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever.
All right, so that's one of the reasons why we celebrate this day.
Right.
One of the reasons. One of the reasons. All right, go ahead.
In the first month, on the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at eve.
Right, that's 7 days, ain't it? Go ahead. 7
days shall there be no leaven found in your house. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land.
Yeah, see, everybody had this part down pat. Get all that bread, all them donuts and cookies and cake. You gonna make sure you have all that out.
Right. Come on, bro.
You gonna make sure all that's gone.
Come on, bro.
You gonna show up to the feast,
man,
with that same moldy malice.
Come on,
that
bro.
Same moldy lust on the inside on your mind.
Come on,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? So what is your pantry being cake, cookie, and donut free? You know what I'm saying? What good is that doing you? What? Because your spirit is still messed up.
And then y'all go overboard with that. Now you got to get the beer out the house, get the baking soda out the house.
And no,
And they ain't read it.
Leaven.
Yeah.
It's not that brothers how you throwing out baking soda and you know what I'm saying? Brothers how you doing all type of stuff.
For real, dude. But miss the spiritual side of
it. Yeah.
Go through your mind like that. Go through your mind like that.
Go ahead.
Go through your actions like that. Go through how you deal with your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Like, pick that phone up and tell that sister to forgive you for what you did. How about that? Forget about the baking soda and the beer. Do that.
Right. Because the Messiah said, do the weightier matters first, then go back and do the other things.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
leave the other things undone. Right?
Hey.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Ye shall eat nothing leavened. In all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread.
He said, in all your habitations shall ye eat. So that's another part of the commandment. Ye shall eat unleavened bread for 7 days.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it's letting you know, it's showing you something physical. All right. So you gotta deny yourself something that's leavened for 7 days. Leaven represents sin. We're gonna see in the New Testament. So denying yourself sin for 7 days.
Come on.
That's a spiritual side to unleavened bread.
There's a resolution for you.
Yes, sir. And if we could go 7 days denying ourselves bread, what else can we go 7 days denying ourselves? It's just another challenge.
That's all it is, bro.
It's just a challenge. Let's go to Leviticus 23.
All right.
Let's get a precept. 1 through 8.
All right. Leviticus 23. And the Lord spake unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocation.
Right.
Even these are my feasts.
So we see the feast of the Lord, then we see my feast, right?
On,
nobody else's. These are my feasts. Go ahead.
6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. Okay,
so the Sabbath is a feast day as well. We feasting right now, ain't we?
That's right, bro.
Go ahead.
These are the feasts of your house, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Okay.
On the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. Verse 7. The first day ye shall have a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. In the 7th day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
All right, we just went there to get the precept. Let's go to Colossians chapter 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we see these feasts ordained by the Most High Himself.
Right. My feasts.
Right. So for somebody to be saying you ain't supposed to be keeping it, we gonna see. We gonna see men kept these feasts before. We just read before the birth of the Messiah, and we're gonna read even after men kept the feast. I can never find Colossians and Philippians. It's always something about them two books. All right, here we go. Colossians 2 and 16. 16 and 17 now.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink, in respect of an holy day, or the new moon, or the Sabbath days.
Right. So he said, let no man judge you. Judge right there means to separate.
Right.
So don't let nobody, you know what I'm saying, tell you going to the lake because you see the Sabbath day different. And knowing the Messiah say, look, y'all ain't gonna see eye to eye till I gather you.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's bruised. Don't even reverence the new moon now. At all. Like, and that was a statute for us forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some brews don't believe in doing Purim, feast of dedication. I ain't gonna tell no brew that they going to the lake for not keeping it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Paul said, look, don't let no man judge you on these matters. Don't let no man judge you on these matters. Go ahead.
Verse 17. Which are a shadow.
A shadow. Go ahead.
Of things to come.
Yeah.
But the body is of Christ.
But the body is of Christ. All right. So that's how that's our perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't judge brothers over trivial matters like that. You know what I'm saying? When they kept Passover. The whole point is, after so many years of keeping these heathens pagan days,
come on, bro.
You finally trying to serve the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Negroes gonna keep it on the right day, on the right time.
Right.
You know, doing this right, but spirit wicked as all get out.
Come on, bro.
You know, so look, we ain't tripping off none of that.
No.
If you kept it 2 weeks ago, hey,
all praise to the Most High. You trying to serve the Lord.
Exactly.
You trying to obey what does say the Lord.
You know what I'm saying? That we strive to get it right on the right day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we learn the moon phases and all that, read Enoch and all that.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna sit up here and judge nobody. You know, so that's all we saying. Shabbat shalom to everybody checking in. For sure. All right, now y'all, we finna go to this pseudepigrapher real quick. And this is the Book of Jubilees. This is the Book of Jubilees. This is when Moses went up to the mount. When Moses went up to the mount, you know what I'm saying? He went up there 40 days and 40 nights. He didn't just come back with 10 commandments. All right, so these are some more of his writings. Even in the Apocrypha in Second Esdras, it tell you that the Most High told Moses certain things reveal and certain things you hide.
Right, sure did, bro.
Right, so this is just an expansion on what he got in the mount. And this is Jubilees chapter 6. I'm picking up at verse 32.
Okay.
And this is another reason why, you know what I'm saying, I'm thankful for the scripture in Colossians chapter 2, because it was prophesied that we was gonna get away from our original calendar and the original set times of the feast because of our sin.
There you go.
Right, and Israel's still sinning to this day. So, you know, if you want to sit and bicker about this and judge brothers and separate brothers, you know what I'm saying, over these matters, then, bro, you really doing a disservice to you and the nation. Because, right, we finna read something right here where it was prophesied that we wouldn't be doing this thing all the way correct in these last days. Because even if you keep it on the right day, right, you still gonna be a couple of hours behind Jerusalem.
Surely.
That's the headquarters.
Yes, sir. The law shall go forth from Jerusalem.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care where you at. You either gonna be some hours ahead or behind them. So you ain't keeping it. You still ain't keeping it at the correct time. And ain't none of us even going up to Jerusalem 3 times a year no more.
Right.
To keep the feast.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So look, this lesson is to equip you to keep you up at these bait arguments, man. Yeah. Because Hashatana used it and had you and your brother beefing right before Passover.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So this Jubilees chapter 6, I'm gonna read verse 32 to 37.
All right.
It says, and you command the children of Israel so that they guard the years in this number, 364 days, and it will be a complete year. And no one shall corrupt its appointed time from its days or from its feast, because all of the appointed times will arrive in them according to their testimony. And they will not pass over a day, and they will not corrupt the feast. But if they are transgressed, and they do not observe them according to his commandment, then they will corrupt all of their fixed time. And the years will be moved from within this order, and they will transgress their ordinances. All of the sons of Israel will forget, and they will not find the way of the years. Y'all see that?
Yep.
And they will forget the new moons. See, Bruce don't even keep that now.
So that prophecy been fulfilled.
They don't even talk about the nuts. A lot of Bruce don't even. They be like, new moon, what is it? It be like, dang. All right, but anyway, it says, and all of the sons of Israel will forget, and they will not find the way of the years, and they will forget the new moons and appointed times and Sabbath, and they will set aright all of the ordinances of the years. For I know, and henceforth I shall make you know, but not from my own heart, because the book is written before me and is ordained in the heavenly tablets of the division of days, lest they forget the feast of the covenant and walk in the feast of the Gentiles after their errors and their ignorance.
After the feast of who?
The Gentiles.
Christmas, Good Friday, Easter, 4th of July. Y'all do all that. Prophesy. Go ahead, bro.
And there will be those who will examine the moon diligently, because it will corrupt the appointed times, and it will advance from year to year 10 days. Therefore, the years will come to them as they corrupt and make a day of testimony, of reproach, and a profane day of festival. They will mix up everything, a holy day as a profane, and a profane one for as a holy day.
Come on, bro.
Because they will set aright the months and the Sabbaths and feasts and jubilees.
Yeah, it is right there.
So, and that's because of wickedness, right? So let's get a precept out the Bible now. Let's go to Jeremiah.
All right.
So we're not gonna sit up here and condemn you to the lake of fire because you kept Passover last week or something. We not gonna do that.
No, that ain't what we about. Jeremiah what?
At the 18th chapter, read verse 15. Verse 15. See, now we don't even have the knowledge now to read the stars. You know what I'm saying? Know the cycles of the moon. Know what a full moon and a new moon is.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Know what time of day it is just by looking at the sky.
Right.
You know, just simple stuff. We had knowledge of using sundials and all that in Israel.
Right,
we done lost all that knowledge, and it's because of our disobedience. All right, and it's just a precept of what we read in this Jubilee 6 right here. Go ahead.
Because my people have forgotten me.
It's verse 15, y'all.
I'm sorry, Jeremiah 18, verse 15. I'm sorry, family. Jeremiah 18, verse 15. Because my people have forgotten me. They have burned incense to vanity. They have caused them to stumble in their ways from the ancient past.
See, from the ancient past. You know, we don't have the knowledge our forefathers had of reading the sun, the stars, and the moon, knowing the moon cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, Bruce can't even tell you what a new moon is.
Nope. You get all kind of arguments on that.
Yeah. I can't tell you what a new moon is. We lost all this knowledge. You know, it was because of our disobedience. So in these last days, you see that Jubilee 6 jump off the page. It jumped off the page. It talked about people who would observe the moon only. You got them bros out here
doing that.
Lunar Sabbaths.
Bros definitely doing that.
They Sabbath jump. It ain't on one specific day. It varies. One day it could be on a Saturday, next it could be on Monday, it could be on this day. They all up because they just look using the moon. When the Most High calendar consists of the sun, moon, and the stars. Right, brother. Right. All right, but let's go to Acts 18. All right. Let's go to Acts 18. Let's show Paul. We're finna show Paul talking about the feast after the death of the Messiah in the New Testament. And like I say, this really ain't a lesson. We just sitting down, chopping it up, you know what I'm saying, about the feast, letting everybody know where their mind's supposed to be at. Right, bro. You know, and just addressing some little, the little trivial arguments you get around this time of the year. Can we keep the feast in the land? Whose feast are they? And that's big in Israel about the keeping the feast in the land thing. Yeah. That's big in Israel. Yeah, we proved that with Exodus 12. We're going to get another precept about that Tobit real soon. That's probably next. Yeah. Let's go to Acts 18. Acts 18. And let's pick it up at verse 18. All right. Acts 18 and 18. And Paul, after this, tarried
there yet a good while, and then took his leave of the brethren, and sailed thence into Syria, and with him Priscilla and Aquila, having shorn his head in Centuria, for he had a vow. And he came to Ephesus and left them there. But he himself entered into the synagogue and reasoned with the Jews. When they desired him to tarry longer time with them, he consented not, but bade them farewell, saying, I must by all means keep the feast that cometh in Jerusalem.
So this is well after the Messiah been dead and resurrected. This is Brother Paul saying, I need to go. I must keep the feast at Jerusalem. This is Pentecost coming up. Go ahead.
But I will return again unto you if God will.
All right. So
and he sailed from Ephesus.
All right. So let's grab this Tobit real quick.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. All praise.
It's another precept to those saying you can't keep the feast in the land. Well, so with this Tobit right here.
Come on, bro.
We read
one or the two.
We're gonna do 1 and 2.
Okay.
We're gonna do 1. We in Tobit chapter 1, y'all. We're gonna read 9 through 13 first.
All right.
9 through 13. You got Exodus 12. The first Passover was held in
captivity.
Egypt in captivity. Then here go another precept. Here go Tobit. He was in the Assyrian captivity, keeping the feast. All right, so this is Tobit chapter 1, 9 through 13.
All right. The book of the words of Tobit, son of Tobiel, the son of Aniel, son of Adu, the son of Gabriel, of the seed of Asel, of the tribe of Naphtali, who in the time of Ismael, king of the Assyrians, was laid captive. Me too.
Pick it up. I want to pick it up at verse 9.
Verse 9? I thought you said verse 1.
No.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. We're going to pick it up at the verse 9. Furthermore, when I was come to the age of a man, I married Anna of mine own kindred, and of her I begat Tobias.
Right.
And when we were carried away captives to Nineveh, all my brethren and those that were my kindred did eat the bread of the Gentiles.
See, that's prophecy being fulfilled.
Right. Hosea 9.
Hosea 9, who specifically talk about them going into Egypt, into the Assyrians and eating defiled bread. And then you got Ezekiel, who talk about Judah. Ezekiel chapter 4, we eating defiled bread. All right, go ahead.
But I kept myself from eating because I remember Yahweh with all my heart. And the Most High gave me grace and favor before Ismael, so that I was his purveyor.
I go right on over to chapter 2, read 1 through 2.
Yes, sir. Now, when I came home again, and my wife Anna was restored unto me with my son Tobias in the feast of Pentecost.
The feast of what?
Pentecost.
Okay.
Which is the holy feast of 7 weeks.
Right.
There was a good dinner prepared me, in which I sat down to eat.
Okay, go ahead. So these people are in captivity. These are your forefathers in captivity, are keeping the feast of the Most High. We saw the Exodus 12 in Egypt, then we see it right here in the Syrian captivity in the book of Tobit, chapter 2, verses 1 through 2. And they at the crib.
They ain't that. And in chapter 1, he went up to Jerusalem.
Right.
In chapter 2, he keeping the feast of Pentecost at his house in Nineveh.
Right. So I mean, I know you might be somewhere where it ain't no brews at, where it ain't no like-minded brews, man.
Right.
Look, get you some food, get you some script, get you some set apart music flowing.
That's it, bro.
Pray to the Most High and rejoice before the Most High, even if it's just you.
Right.
Even if it's just you, man. Even if it's just you.
That's it, bro.
All right. So that was it on
verse
that.
2?
You finished that verse 2?
I didn't read verse 2.
Go ahead, read that.
And when I saw abundance of meat, I said to my son, go bring what poor man whosoever thou shalt find out of our brethren, who is mindful of the Lord.
Right.
And lo, I tarry for thee.
All right, so that's another precept to us keeping the feast in captivity. All right, so let's go to 1 Corinthians 5.
All right.
Like I say, we just doing some fine tuning. We You know what I'm saying? Nothing really too major tonight. Just reminding the brothers and sisters going into this feast season what mindset we ought to be in and ought to continue in throughout the year. You know, not just on the feast day, show up with your head on straight. You know what I'm saying? This needs to be a continual thing all throughout the year, all till we give up the ghost.
See one of my STL brews in there, Zebediah Boaz.
Hebrew. Shalom.
Shalom, my brother.
All right, we gonna get we're gonna get 1 Corinthians 5. Let's do let's get right into it. Let's go verse 6.
Okay.
Verse 6.
All right.
Yeah.
Your glorying is not good.
All right, so this Paul talking to the Corinthian church. Somebody had committed fornication. The brother slept with his father's wife. All right, so Paul said, look, you ought to deliver one like that over to Satan
for the destruction of the flesh.
That's right. So he writing to them. Go ahead.
Your glorying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump?
A little seed leaveneth the whole lump.
Right.
Go ahead.
Purge out therefore the old leaven. Purge out therefore the old leaven.
So is Paul talking about going in your cupboards and grabbing all the little Debbie cakes up out of there?
No.
He talking about going going in the refrigerator and grabbing a leftover Krispy Kreme, last 2 jelly-filled Krispy Kreme donuts out before sundown?
No.
Before unleavened bread come? What he talking about? Go ahead.
And that's another thing, you sun watchers. Y'all trying to get everything done before the sun go down far. I'm gonna eat this last donut. hey, man, if that's what's on your mind, trying to eat the last donut in the refrigerator before the sun hit down, because it's unleavened bread, bro, you got the wrong attitude altogether anyway. Because, I used to do that. If the sun down here, let me go and get that last piece of cake. Hey, bro, what you doing?
Right. Your mind ain't even on what it's supposed to be on.
Hey.
Your mind's supposed to be focused, loins girded.
Come on, staff in your hand.
Staff in your hand.
Yeah.
Not man, how many more little Debbie's we got in there for this sun?
I'm gonna eat these up. I don't need to throw them out.
Bro, we got it's another zebra cake in there, bro. It ain't 8:30 yet.
Yeah.
Man, come on,
well,
man.
Technically, the sun don't go down till.
Yeah, man. Get focused, bro.
Real.
Get focused. Get focused, because technically, Negro, you supposed to be dead right now.
That's right, bro. That's right.
All of us here. How about that?
Yeah.
So we don't need to start playing the technicality game with the Most High, because if he start getting technical,
all of us be dead. And it won't be technically, you be dead for real and dead forever.
Technically, let me just go and cash your chips in since you want to play.
Yeah, for sure. Get your mind right, Israel.
So don't let him start getting technical.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna pick it back at the top of 7.
All right.
Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened. For even Christ or Hamashiach, our Passover.
Our Passover. So even Paul knew that Christ was the Passover.
Yes, sir.
He didn't deny the Messiah, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
It's sacrifice for us. Therefore, let us keep the feast.
This Paul saying, let us keep the feast.
Right.
I read about him in Acts 18. He said he told the brother, he's like, I got to get back up to Jerusalem for this feast.
Right.
Then right here he's saying, let us keep the feast. This is again after the death of the Messiah. Go ahead.
Therefore, let us keep the feast, not with old leaven, neither with the leaven of malice and wickedness.
So whatever wickedness that you was doing last year, between now and Passover, you need to get that together.
Yes, sir.
We all do. Whatever you got to do, fast, pray, cut your phone off, stay out Facebook for a couple of days.
Come on, bro.
Put the PlayStation up in the attic somewhere.
Yeah.
Unplug all the TVs for a couple of days. Whatever you got to do.
Focus.
Whatever you got to do. And when you praying and you remember that beef you got with your brother, go get that straight.
Right. Do that.
Go get that straight. If it be possible.
Yes, sir.
If it be possible. Go ahead. He said, not with the old malice or wickedness. Go ahead.
but with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth.
So with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. So that's moving forward, y'all, and going into these feasts. And after that, that's we need to continue to be a new lump.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't become moldy. You know, don't become stale.
Right.
You know, don't become that piece of bread. Don't nobody want the booty bread. The first piece, the first piece and the last piece. You know what I'm saying? Man, let's make sure we stay that new lump.
Right.
And like we said, we just spiritual fine tuning. What levels you need to turn up? What levels you need to turn down spiritually?
That's it.
You know, like I say, I thought I had the patience at a decent level for the moment, but I gotta turn it up.
Yeah.
Gotta turn it up. Gotta turn it up. Gotta cut the anger down all the way down. Gotta cut it all the way down. For some reason, this anger knob do not want to turn.
Man,
so I gotta keep trying to turn this up.
Get you some white ply.
Yeah. Hey, we spiritual fine tune.
That's right, bro.
That's all it's about. All right, let's go to Isaiah chapter 1.
Yes, sir. All praises. You hitting them.
All praises.
You hitting them.
The spirit overrides anything physical on these days. Well, anything period under the order of Melchizedek. Really. Anything period, the spirit overrides.
That's right. And when you don't want to call with your brothers and sisters, I'm gonna give y'all a little inside thing I was sharing with my son and my wife. He's sitting up here today, the Lord dealing with him on fine tuning, getting ready for the feast day. He dealing with me the same way. I'm sitting at work at my desk putting the same lesson together that this brother already put together. I call him up. I say, hey, bro, you gonna be over tonight, right? He like, yeah. I said, hey, man, because if you didn't have nothing, I got something. I said, what you got? Man, less about getting ready for the feast. I said, man, all praise the Most High. That's the same thing I was doing.
Yeah.
So when you don't want to call your brothers and sisters, man, with your family, man, these are the kind of things you will see start happening that you need to stand up and take notice of. Because when you're on the same cord going into these feast days, then you can see the power of the Lord. You can see people healed of sicknesses and maladies. You can see some things like this brother was saying, speaking in your life, they get moved out the way, where you can deal with your anger, where you can have a little bit more patience. When you're trying to really, truly seek out the Most High, you will begin to see the movement of the things of the Most High in your life and around you. But we got to take notice of this thing. We got to have our minds focused on not only helping ourselves, but helping our brothers and sisters keep our minds focused on that which the Most High commanded us to do.
Right. Y'all, that's right, man. Good point. We in Isaiah chapter 1. We're gonna pick this up at verse 9, read 9 through 19. We in Isaiah chapter 1, y'all, verse 9.
Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. We should have been as Sodom. And we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
All right, so he trying to get their attention by associating them with two cities that's synonymous with sin and judgment
and
destruction. All right, so he got their attention. Now that he got their attention, go ahead.
Hear the word of Yahweh, ye rulers of Sodom, give unto the law of our God, ye people of Gomorrah.
Now they been gone. Sodom and Gomorrah been destroyed, so he being figurative right here. He letting you know, look, y'all sin is just as great, but our punishment was greater than theirs. Scripture tell you our punishment was greater than theirs. Go ahead.
To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith the Lord? I am full of the burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of bullocks or of lambs or of he-goats.
So even for the most part, Israel was rebellious, but they was still keeping certain aspects of the law.
Right.
Just like you see Israelites today. For the most part, they can hate their brother, be a murderer.
Right.
You know, but still keep coming to the Sabbath, keeping the holy convocation. Still keep certain aspects of the law. Yeah, they keep the Sabbath. But they hate their brother. They don't keep it holy. He said, you know, keep my days holy.
Right.
In all aspects. The way you treat your brother, the way you thinking, the way you talking, the way you speaking, all that. Go ahead.
Verse 12. When you come to appear before me, who has required this at your hand to tread my course? Bring no more vain oblations.
He said they are vain oblations,
But
worthless. So how can your offering to the Most High be worthless? That's the question you need to ask yourself. How can me coming to praise the Most High on His feast days be worthless this year?
Come on, bro.
How can I keep that from being worthless? How can I keep my offering from being worthless? We finna see. Go ahead.
The new moon, and the Sabbath, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. Is iniquity, even the solemn meeting, your new moon, and your appointed feast, my soul hated.
You see that? He called the new moons, your Sabbaths, your calling of assemblies. He said, I cannot away. He said, that's sin to me.
Right.
That's sin to me. So what about gathering together in solemn assemblies is sin to the Most High? That's what we need to ask ourselves, because that's what we're reading right here. Go ahead.
They are trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them.
So they trouble and he can't stand it. He called it a bum. He said, yo, incense is abomination. It's disgusting.
Other scriptures say it's like a smoke in my nose. It's irritating to him.
Could it be because your mind wicked and you coming before him doing this? He said, when you do that, that's iniquity. That's sin in him. This is the seriousness of keeping these feast days with wicked mindset. Go ahead.
And when you spread your hand, I will hide my eyes from you.
So when y'all open up with them wicked minds, them hands full of blood, lifting the hands full of blood up to the Most High,
and you hate your brother.
What that look like? Sister. What that look like?
You got all against your brother, all against your sister.
He said that's, man, he said in that verse 13, that's iniquity. Sin. Go ahead.
Yeah. When ye make many prayers, I will not hear you. I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood.
Your hands are full of blood. Go ahead.
Wash you, make you clean.
So if you want to be accepted, right? He said, wash you, make you clean. What he talking about? Go hop in the shower and you good? No. Wash your mind. That old leaven. That's what Paul was just talking about. Go ahead.
Put away the evil of your doing from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil.
Cease to do evil. Go ahead.
Learn to do well. Seek judgment.
Okay.
Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless. Plead for the widow.
So all those things are related to how you treat one another. So he said, if you want to be accepted, if you want your feast days, your new moons, your Sabbaths, your solemn assemblies to be accepted, make you clean. He said, learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. In other words, look out for your people.
That's right.
Love your people. Go ahead.
Come now, let us reason together, saith Yahweh. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If ye be willing and obedient.
That's right.
If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land.
If you be willing, right? Willing, that's a big thing right there. A lot of people ain't willing.
Come on, bro.
They ain't willing. Go ahead. It said if you be willing and obedient, then you should eat the good of the land. Verse 20.
But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword.
Yeah.
For the mouth of Yahweh has spoken it.
The mouth of Yahweh has spoken it. Let's go to Proverbs 15 and 8.
All right.
Proverbs 15 and 8.
Proverbs the 15, verse 8, and I read. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord.
Right.
But the prayer of the upright is his delight.
All right. So let's look at what our sacrifices will be on these feast days. Somebody said, well, we ain't sacrificing animals no more.
Come on, bro.
Oh, well, okay, let's go look at some spiritual sacrifices. Hebrews 13. Hebrews 13. Under this order of Melchizedek, we offer spiritual sacrifice.
That's right, bro.
What are those? Hebrews 13, 15 through 16.
All right. Hebrews 13, verse 15. By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to Yahweh continually.
Ain't that what we do on these feast days?
That's it, bro.
All right, so this can be considered an abomination.
If you ain't right.
If your mind ain't right. Go ahead.
That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name.
Right. So, all right, that was it on there. Let's go to old book, Hosea 14. Then we're going back to that Proverbs 15, y'all. Hosea, I believe it's right after Daniel. Right? Hosea 14. Hosea 14, 1 and 2.
All right. O Israel,
right.
Return unto Yahweh thy power, for thou hast fallen by thine iniquity. Take with you word and turn to the Lord. Say unto him, take away all iniquity and receive us graciously, so we will render the calves of our lips.
Right. He said, take with you words, right? So he let you know it ain't just enough to feel like you need to repent. Like now you need to confess your sins before the Most High.
Right, bro.
Take with you words. It said we will offer the what? The
calves of our lips.
The spiritual sacrifice. Romans 12, 1 through 2, present your body as a living sacrifice.
Holy and acceptable.
All right, so when you bring these sacrifices to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna present your body as a living sacrifice on the feast day when you just finished whoremongering? The day before, the night before.
Come on, bro.
Or commit all type of fornication the night before. And then you come before the Most High the next day on his feast day.
He got something for that.
Come on, y'all. We need to stop playing. It said the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord. So your sacrifice, if your mind is wicked, that's disgusting to him. That's disgusting. Even though you keeping it on the right day at the right time, you know, got your
fringes on.
Your fringes on. You got your unleavened bread. Got your wine. That's he said. If that ain't in the right mindset, we're gonna read later. That's disgusting. Go ahead. Well, now we still in 15.
You told us go back to 15. You can give me a verse. Pick it
15,
back at the 9.
Nah, read verse 17.
17.
Skip down to 17.
All right. Better is a dinner of herbs where love eat. Where love eat.
Okay, so better is a dinner of herbs where love is. Go ahead.
Than a stalled ox and hatred therewith.
So even if you know what I'm saying, where you at on these feast days ain't with a big assembly or whatever. It may just be you and another brew, or you and 2 more other brews. It may just be about 10 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even got a lot of food, but hey, y'all there out of sincerity. That's what Paul said in that 1 Corinthians.
That's right.
That unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. That's the spiritual aspect of unleavened bread, of getting all the leaven out your house. You know what I'm saying? So he said, look, that's actually a better feast with just the herbs because it ain't nothing but love there.
That's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Where you over here, you looking at this big congregation like, man, all them people fellowshipping, but everybody in there might hate each other. Everybody in there might hate each other. And look, they might have all the lamb, all the steak, all the
they lit it up.
All the fish.
Got the pomegranate wine from
right. But it ain't nothing but hatred there.
A lot of secret, them secret scenes.
Right.
Evil eye toward your brother and sister.
Exactly.
Don't nobody know what's going on but you and the Most High know. He said, may the eyes of the Lord out every place, man. Beholding the evil and the good.
Right. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, give the brothers and sisters who ain't able to fellowship with nobody for the coming up feast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look, a little hope. Look, it ain't about you know, where you with. It's
bro.
about the love that's being shown.
And the obedience.
The sincerity and the truth. Is you sincerely doing this, keeping the feast because you love the Most High?
Come on, bro.
Or is you doing it so people can say, "Oh, they keep the Passover."
Yeah. Be seen of men.
Yeah, they. Oh, look at them. Well, they look good over there. Is that why you doing it? Right. Is that why you doing it?
Be seen of men.
And let's go to Proverbs 17:1.
Yes, sir.
We'll go to Proverbs 17:1. Let's just get another precept.
All right. Proverbs 17, verse 1, and I read.
Yeah.
Better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith,
right,
than a house full of sacrifices with strife. Come on now.
He said, now this is even worse. Now say you keeping a feast by yourself.
Come on, bro.
Somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't go grocery. It's just like you couldn't go grocery shopping or nothing. You know, you weren't prepared. Or let's say you could and you just couldn't afford a lot. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's just you by yourself. That said better.
Yes, sir.
Your dry morsel is better because it's quietness therewith. It ain't no strife. It ain't no arguing.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's just you and your bruise. Ain't no arguing.
Come on, bro.
Ain't no I don't like how he looked at me.
Yeah.
He ain't even say Shalom back when I came through the door.
Brother may have something on his mind.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that. It said, better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than a house full of sacrifices
and strife.
With strife. Ooh-wee.
Put my hand on my mouth.
Let's go to Proverbs 21 and 27. Boy, I love these Proverbs.
Yes, sir. 21 and what?
21 and 27.
All right. That's that one right there.
Saying some emojis flying.
Yeah. I see a bunch of emojis on Facebook and YouTube. I think that's all. No. They just doing the emojis. But yeah, all praise to the Most High. I see my baby girl daughter-in-law, Kate Rose, in the building.
Shalom. That's my rib, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, we in Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 27.
Verse 27. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination.
Ooh, go ahead.
How much more when he bringeth it with a wicked mind?
So your sacrifices are, if you wicked to begin with, your sacrifice is already considered disgusting.
Man.
And when your mind is polluted, guess what? It's even more disgusting than it was at first.
Yeah. And I know a whole bunch of brews and sheep brews. I know this for a fact. Gonna be going up in these feast days, and we know the wrongs that have been done that have not been corrected. And we gonna read. So I hope the young brother got it. If he don't, I'm gonna chime in at the end.
Paul,
Corinthians 11.
I ain't got it. So you.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 11. Hey man, it's dead. This thing deadly serious.
Yeah,
deadly serious. Any brother, you brothers that know some of them brothers. You probably need to pick the phone up and read that 1 Corinthians 11. What we gonna read?
Yeah.
2.
I'm praying for him.
Yeah.
Let's go to John chapter 7.
John the 7.
Let's go look at how not to be towards your brothers on the feast.
Come on, bro. You said 7?
Yeah, John chapter 7.
All right.
That thing said better is a dry morsel.
What?
That it said better.
Yeah, better
than a house full of sacrifices where it ain't nothing but strife. So yeah, they got all the big boy lamb up in there.
Man, come on.
All the big boy chicken wings.
Got
you know
the
ribbon. All that.
They got the ribbon mark floor. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got that hen dog over that ice cube.
Yeah, it ain't, even though it ain't, the feast days ain't about none of that, you know what I'm saying? But just saying, like the scripts say what it say.
That's what it say.
Better is a dry morsel than a house full of sacrifices where there is strife. Full of strife.
A lot of strife going on in Israel.
So don't be under the influence because you got a house full of sacrifices, or you know what I'm saying, your Passover is bigger than the next camp or the next assembly. That don't none of that matter. What's the spirit flowing through that place on on the feast days, on any other Sabbath day or any other day.
At least shall be greatest in the kingdom.
That's right.
That's what the book I read say.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
That's what the book I read say.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right. That's right. So we finna read how not to be, you know what I'm saying, on these feast days. We about to look at the Pharisees and Yeshua. and this was a feast day.
Yeah, it sure would, bro.
This was a feast day. And there's many more examples. You go back in 1 Samuel, New Moon Feast.
Yep. David was rushing trying to get to it.
Yeah. Rushing trying to get to it, and you had Saul knowing that he wanted to kill this man, but yet he was still there keeping the feast. Now, did Saul there keeping that commandment? Did that X out all the murderous thoughts he had about David?
Sir.
No. So why you think you gonna get a pass?
And you ain't.
The first king of Israel didn't get a pass.
No,
you not gonna get a pass. You not gonna get a pass.
And to quote the book of Psalms, he said, because judgment will not execute it speedily.
Right.
You thought together that I was all as one of you. But see, guess what? Just call, say it again, bro. I always mess your saying up. Say it again, bro. Yeah, look, because your judgment can be
final, but just not
immediate. That's right, bro.
Your judgment can be final, but just not immediate.
That's it.
We saw that with Saul.
Yes, sir.
His judgment was final, but just it didn't take place just like that.
No.
The fix was already in, though.
Better examine yourself.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go to this John 7. We're gonna pick it up in verse 1. Let's read this, y'all. John 7 and verse 1.
After these things, Yeshua walked in Galilee. For he would not walk in Jewry because the Jews sought to kill him.
Jewry of Judea. So he said he won't walk there because the Jews sought to kill him. Go ahead.
Now the Jews' feast of the tabernacles was at hand.
So this is the Lord's feast, Feast of Tabernacles, and you got brothers wanting to kill.
Right, during the tabernacle.
Right, shedding of innocent blood during the feast. All right, go ahead.
His brethren therefore said unto him, depart hence and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou do. For there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeth to be known openly. Seeketh to be known openly, I'm sorry.
Right.
If thou do these things, show thyself to the world, for neither did his brethren believe in him.
Right, so yeah, his own brothers didn't believe. So why you crying because your family don't believe when you take them this word? Now they ain't gonna believe when you tell them, I ain't keeping Easter this year. I'm keeping the Passover.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, it ain't. But his brothers didn't believe.
Right.
So don't be surprised when your people don't believe you when you take them this word. Go ahead.
Then Yeshua or Jesus said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is always ready.
That's right. Go ahead.
The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil.
So his brother's trying to get him like, man, look, go on, show yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't no man do all this stuff and don't want to be seen, but Yeshua, with him being totally committed to the perfect will of his Father, he had to be committed to the will of his time and his will.
Right.
Look, it ain't my time yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all time always ready.
Yeah, any day now.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. Go ye up unto this feast.
So Yeshua telling them, look, go up to the feast. Go on up to the feast. Go ahead.
I go not up yet unto this feast, for my time is not yet full come. When he had said these words unto them, he abode still in Galilee. But when his brethren were gone up, then went he up also unto the feast, not openly, but as it were in secret.
So he said he let them go first, and then after they went, he went incognito. Let's see what happened next. Go ahead.
Then the Jews sought him at the feast and said, where is he?
So just imagine you in Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? The Jews been looking to kill Yeshua. He been working all these miracles. Now you at the feast, everybody looking for Yeshua. They're like, man, where he at? Where he at? head snapping around. Where he at, they looking for him.
And they ain't looking for him for nothing good.
Right. He there. They don't even know he there. He's sliding on them. Messiah so smooth with it, man.
And even in that, he did that so they still couldn't bring no accusation of him that he didn't keep the feast.
Right. Right. And it just to show you by him coming up there secretly, it wasn't like he was scared. You know what I'm saying? Because he finna go stand up and start teaching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was just moving smart. He let them know, look, it ain't my time yet.
It
ain't my time to go there yet. My time is coming where I'm gonna have to go there.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
And there was much murmuring among the people concerning him.
Oh, so concerning the Messiah. So everybody didn't like him.
Right.
Everybody didn't have the same positive status quo opinion of Yeshua.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody one, man, that's a good brother.
Yeah.
Love that brother right there.
Some of them was saying like, nah, man,
They saying people was murmuring. Murmuring mean you whispering your discontent about something.
Right.
When you murmuring, man, I don't really think that's a sign right there.
Yeah.
It don't say he gonna be doing
the same thing last week.
Yeah, it don't say he gonna be doing that. Right. That's murmuring. This what people were doing about the Messiah. So don't complain when people do that about you. They do that about me, us.
That's it, bro. Don't care.
You don't need to be up there teaching.
Don't care.
What? You think I care? You think I care? They talked about my Messiah. I'm in good company, I would say.
That's
and
right,
if you
bro.
being talked about, then you know you in good company.
Yes, sir.
You in good company. All right, go ahead. Murmuring. Go ahead.
Murmuring among the people concerning him, for some said he is a good man.
So some was split. They like, man, that's a good brother right there.
Right.
Go ahead. What the other people was saying?
Others said nay, but he deceiveth the people.
Man, he be deceiving people. What?
Yeah.
You see that? And this they said this about the most righteous man that ever walked this earth.
Yes, sir.
It was people that was split, was divided on.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he good. That's a good brother, man. He deceiving people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He a deceptor.
And you fell for that?
He a wolf. He a wolf. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Howbeit no man spake openly of him for fear of the Jews.
Right, verse 14.
Now about the midst of the feast, Yeshua went up into the temple and taught. And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man letters, having never learned? Yeshua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but it is he that sent me.
You see that goes to show you, man, you can say something. It don't matter how, according to the scripture, your statement is. People still gonna look at the wrong thing.
Yep.
Instead of looking at what Yeshua taught, these Negroes sitting
worry about how you know what he taught.
Who taught him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get Negroes like that today, worrying about all the wrong things when they, you know what I'm saying, they feel threatened by another brother.
Right.
So you can't find nothing wrong in what he's teaching, so you want to try to assassinate his character.
Right, right. They good at that.
You see that you working in the spirit of a Pharisee. You need to come up out of there before these feast days hit.
Yes, sir.
Just come up out of it, period. Not just for the feast days, but for sure before these feast days come, because you can't drink of that cup unworthy.
That's it, bro.
Go ahead.
If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself.
That's right. If you know the will of the Father, you gonna know if the doctrine Christ came and brought was his own or his Father.
Right.
As simple as that. Go ahead.
He that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. Did not Moses give you the law?
Right.
And yet none of you keep the law.
Exactly.
Why go you about to kill me?
Right, because it's scriptures in James say, look, if you offend in one spot, you offend in all. Now, y'all claim y'all keeping the law by keeping the feast, but y'all got murder on y'all mind at the feast.
Come on, bro.
Y'all seek to kill me. Y'all claim y'all keep the law of Moses, but why y'all seek to kill me? The law of Moses said thou shalt not murder.
That's right, bro. That's right, bro. That's crazy right there, because He just gave them the very thing they lean on. They lean on Moses. He said, man, y'all believe Moses, but y'all trying to kill me.
But y'all trying to kill me without a cause. Shed innocent blood.
And you doing the same thing. You come up in feast days
Yeah.
and angry with your brothers and sisters without a cause.
Yeah.
Got hate and malice in your heart, backbiting and tail bearing. Hey, man, you a murderer.
And you know you ain't tried to win and made that right. You know that. You know that.
That's mean right there, boy.
Yeah, verse 20.
The people answered and said, thou hast a devil who goeth about to kill.
See,
now they lying.
They let you know sometimes. See, the people, a lot of times the people be on the outside looking in. What they say?
Oh, this brother's just checking in.
Oh,
Brother James, what's his last name? Green? Shalom, brother Green.
Shalom, Hebrew. Oh, we father and son, you know what I'm saying? Brothers in arms.
That's it, bro, doing his business.
Taking
care of his business.
Brothers in arms. So the people, a lot of times people standing on the sideline don't be privy to what be going on, a lot of inside things.
Yeah.
You know, of the two parties that's involved. So they like, ain't nobody seeking to kill you. You got a devil. But they don't know they was seeking to kill him.
Right.
That's why he didn't go in Judea.
Mm-hmm.
Right? See, a lot of times people on the sideline want to comment and don't know all the details. Hey, ain't nobody seeking to kill you. What you mean? That's why he didn't go. That's why he wasn't in Judea.
Right.
Yes, they was. Go ahead.
What be over there?
21.
21.
Yeah.
And Yeshua answered and said unto them, I have done one work, and ye all marvel. Moshe therefore gave unto you circumcision,
right? Not
because it is of Moses, but of the fathers, and ye on the Sabbath day circumcise a man.
All right, so now he talking about the work he did in John 5 when he healed the man who couldn't get in that pool.
Right.
You know, the waters that was being troubled by that angel. So he healed them on the Shabbat, and they had a problem with it. Right? So he finna cut them right here. Go ahead.
Yeah. If a man on the Shabbat day receives circumcision.
Right. So let's say you had a child and his 8th day was on the Shabbat.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Or like the Pharisees was doing, they was just going around, you know what I'm saying, basically making brothers get circumcised.
Right.
Thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you that's the only way you get into the kingdom is if you physically circumcised. So if you won and you was in the synagogue, they'll circumcise you on the Shabbat. So you wounding the man on the Shabbat, but I can't make one whole on the Shabbat.
Come on, bro.
How much sense do that make? Hypocrisy. Go ahead.
That the law of Moshe should not be broken. Are ye angry at me because I have made a man every whit whole on the Shabbat day?
Wow. So you can wound the man. You can wound the man
on the Shabbat.
But you can't heal one. I can't make one whole and heal one.
Come on, bro.
That's hypocrisy.
Scripture's hitting like steel.
That's hypocrisy. Go ahead.
Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
So judging according to what you see on the outer, gonna have your judgment off every time.
Come on, bro.
That's not the key to a righteous judgment.
That's cold.
Judging to the appearance.
That's cold right there.
That's not gonna lead you to any righteous judgment. He said, judge righteous judgment.
Come on, bro.
Well, how do you do that? What's coming out of a man's mouth? What is behavior like?
What his acts are.
Yeah. Not just by looking at a man, then coming in your head, oh, yeah, that nigga ain't no good. Yeah, I can tell by the way he dressed.
Look at her shoes she got on.
So what? They can probably be an angel of the Most High right there.
Never know.
Judge not according to the appearance. That's a commandment.
Come on, bro.
Stop judging to the appearance.
Righteous judge.
Go ahead.
25. Then said some of them of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Is not this he whom they seek to kill? But lo, he speaketh boldly, and they say nothing unto him. Do the rulers know indeed that this is the very Hamashiach?
See, Christ, he had respect. He wasn't no soft, Rudy Poo.
No, he wasn't no sucker.
You see that he had brothers scared to even speak to his face. They was whispering behind his back, but he stood up and talked. And didn't nobody say nothing to him.
Right.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Howbeit, we know this man, whence he is. But when Hamashiach cometh, no man knoweth whence he eat.
What scripture is that?
That
goes to show you people be talking and don't even be knowing what they talking about.
Sound good.
Yeah, it's the same thing you got today.
Sound good, bro.
Brothers in the congregation yapping their lips. Ain't pulled. What precept is that?
Exactly.
What precept say when Christ coming, don't no man know where he come
You
from?
can't read that.
People just see what you seeing now. You seeing like a real life situation. You know what I'm saying? Like brothers in the congregation just yapping. Now they know what they talk about. Go ahead. Go ahead.
28. Then cried Yeshua in the temple as he taught.
That don't mean he started wailing like boo-hoo crying.
No, he raised his voice.
Yeah, so just imagine like what he about to say next. Just imagine a strong black man raising his voice. This is how he said this to them. And just imagine him standing up in the temple teaching like that.
With them Pharisees that's looking to kill him.
Roaring with the spirit of the Most High on him.
Yeah, lions gonna roar.
Ooh, I bet that was, well, I bet that was powerful.
And I bet that boy cramped them Joe's jaws.
Yeah.
They jaws rolled up on, they were so hot.
Yeah, well, I bet they was shook. It said that mean his voice projected when he said,
yes, sir.
This. Go ahead.
Ye both know me, and ye know whence I am.
Ooh.
And I am not come of myself, but he that sent me is true, whom ye know not. But I know him, for I am from him, and he has sent me.
Ooh, now, boy, just imagine that.
Man, boy,
standing up there roaring.
Them
like
Negro lips jaw locked tight.
Boy, I bet they was like, whoa.
They like, man, this man, what?
Look, that's why I say, man, look, he didn't teach like the scribes. The scribes didn't teach like that.
No.
The scribes didn't teach like that. They was,
well, brother
Moses, you're supposed to come bring me the turtle dove.
Some of that Joel Osteen preaching.
Look, man, it said Yeshua cried. He cried, meaning he raised his voice projected.
Right.
He was speaking strong.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 30. Then they sought to take him, but no man laid hands on him because his hour was not yet come.
Wow, y'all keep in mind that this is still a feast day. Brothers still got murder on their mind on the feast day. Go ahead.
And many other people believed on him and said, when Christ cometh, will he do more miracles than these which this man hath done?
Now you always got your group of people that know what's going on.
That's it, bro.
These people like man, look, y'all saying Christ ain't came. So if he come, whenever he do come, is he gonna do more miracles than this?
Right.
Man? Because he did some miracles, boy.
It had never been done before.
That's right. Go ahead.
The Pharisees heard that the people murmured such things concerning him, and the Pharisees and the chief priests sent officers to take him.
Wow.
Then said Yeshua unto him, yet a little while I am with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. Ye seek me and shall not find me, and where I am, thither ye cannot come.
That's right.
Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go, that we should not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles to teach the Gentiles? What manner of saying is this that he said? Ye seek me, and ye shall not find me. Where I am, thither ye cannot come.
Now, y'all, all this happening on a feast day, y'all.
Yep.
Shalom, Cortez, man. We just chopping this word up,
bro.
Doing some spiritual fine tuning, Hebrew. That's all we doing.
And once again, congrats to you and your real brother.
Congrats, bro. Congrats. But yeah, man. Right now we just going over. We in this John 7, bro. We just showing, man, on what spirit we supposed to be operating in on these upcoming feast days and for the rest of the year and from here and beyond. Bro.
Yes, sir.
Like spiritual fine tuning. Exactly what it say. Like what levels we need to turn up and turn down for sure, and man, just moving forward, bro. That's all. But keep in mind, y'all, all this is going on the Feast of Tabernacles.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They wanted to kill the Messiah on the Feast of Tabernacles. Let's get it.
But I was in the temple on the feast day.
Let's get it.
Well, that was it on that.
Nah, keep reading.
37.
Yeah.
In the last day, that great day of the feast, Yeshua stood and cried, saying,
Raises his voice, projected again. Let's get it.
If any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
I can just imagine that. I can just imagine.
He cut them jokers to the quick.
The Messiah just standing up there just roaring. And I bet that's just so powerful, man.
Boy, them jokers had to have been hot. They had to have been hot after hearing some of that.
Man, go
and
ahead.
He checking them in the temple where they supposed to be residing and doing all that. He checking them.
That's right. Go ahead.
39.
Yeah.
But this spake he of the Spirit, which they that believed on him should receive, for the Holy Ghost, or Ruach HaKodesh, was not yet given, because that Yeshua was not yet glorified.
Yeah.
Many of the people, therefore, when they had heard this saying, said, of a truth, this man is the prophet. Others said, this is the Christ. But some said, shall Christ come out of Galilee? Hath not the scripture said that Christ cometh of the seed of David, out of the town of Bethlehem where David was? So there was a division among the people because of him.
No. So there was a coming together.
The division.
It said there was a division of the people because of the Messiah, the things that he taught. You know what I'm saying? The work that he did brought division. Go ahead.
And some of them would have taken him, but no man laid hands on him.
You see that brothers had murder on their mind on the great day of the feast.
Yep.
On the great day of the feast, brothers got murder on their mind.
Say it, bro.
Let's arrest an innocent man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Then came the officers to the chief priests and Pharisees, and they said unto them, why have you not brought him? The officers answered, never a man spake like this man.
See, they let you know when they say he cried, like he got their attention when he did that.
Right.
And not only the way he was speaking, what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? They had never heard nothing like that before. And the Pharisees, they sending the guys that they sent to go grab him, they so blown away. They like, bro, we ain't never heard nobody speak like this before. Go ahead.
Then answered them to the Pharisees, are ye also deceived?
Nah, see, you see the game that people try to play, like the Pharisees was in it for their position and their power and their little status that they had. So they get mad at the officers, like, y'all deceived too. Now they deceived because they might believe in Yeshua.
Right.
Go ahead.
Have any of the rulers or the Pharisees believed on him?
You see that? That's that camp banging spirit.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So you see the camp banging spirit come from Pharisees. Do we do that over here? No, well, you don't need to be doing it. Do we read them books over here? No, well, you don't need to be reading. You see where that come from?
They sinning. They
right
taking away from the book.
Right out the scripture. That's Phariseeism.
Narcissistic mindset.
He gonna ask him, have any of the rulers of the Pharisees believed on him?
Who are y'all?
Who are y'all? No, okay, and what? So you see where that come from. So if you in the congregation or assembly and you see stuff like that, you need to get up out of there. Or a flag need to be raised up in your head, like,
you need to get your eyes open.
I'm watching from here on out after that.
That's right, bro.
After you see something like that, from here on out, you need to be watching. You need to be watching. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Now read that over again.
Have any of the rulers of the Pharisees believed on him? But this people who know not the law are cursed.
You see that? They condemn people who don't agree with them to the lake of fire. They straight up condemn people who don't agree with them to the lake of fire. Accuse brothers of not knowing the law. You see, these people over here don't know the law. They cursed.
Man.
Why? Because people might believe in somebody who bringing the truth. Wow. So y'all see that, right? Do y'all see what spirit that is? That's Pharisee spirit. That's Phariseeism. That's what I like to call it. Phariseeism.
Boy.
These people who don't know the law are cursed. So they don't agree with you, or they see things a little differently than you. You condemn them to the lake. They curse.
Hey, and you just prophesied against yourself because you don't know the law. See, what he just did, he just put himself up under the thumbtack, bro.
Right.
Because you saying that this man don't know the law, these people follow him, and he the truth.
Right.
And hey, the curse caused in that proverb, he said, man, as a bird flying.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that curse caused, it shall not come. So it's going right back to the one who spoke.
Sure.
He just prophesied against himself and don't even know.
Yeah.
Watch your tongue, Israel.
Yeah. He was so when people don't agree with them or see things differently, they curse.
Yeah.
That's Pharisee spirit. Keep reading.
Nicodemus said unto them, he that came to Jesus by night, being one of them.
Oh, man.
Does our law judge any man?
Wow.
Before he hear him and know what he doeth?
So one brother was honorable and stood up and
Come on, bro.
up
Come
and
on,
said
bro.
something. Like, what are y'all doing? The law don't condemn a man before it hear him. Let's see what they had to say. Go ahead.
Boy, he joking trip. 52. They answered and said unto him, art thou also of Galilee? Search and look, for out of Galilee ariseth no prophet.
False. Do your research. This is actually a couple of them.
That's right, bro.
Actually, a couple of them. You got Jonah, you got Micah, and Elijah. I want to say Nahum. I'm not sure about that one, but those three I'm positive about. Go ahead.
And every man went unto his own house.
So y'all see the spirit we not supposed to be in on the feast.
Come on, bro.
Spirit of murder. You know what I'm saying? Whispering and
backbiting.
You know, false witness. He a deceiver. That brother deceiving people. Let's go to 1 John chapter 2. That ain't the spirit you want to be in. 1 John chapter 2. And then this it for me after this. If you got something you want to get into after this.
Yeah, I just got two. I'm gonna let it lay them two. Would you say 1 John what?
Let's get 1 John chapter 2. Let's pick it up at verse 8. Let's pick it up at verse 8. This is a hard pill to swallow for a lot of brews. And we need to really meditate on this scripture right here, y'all. Because a lot of us think we've been keeping these feasts, you know what I'm saying, for all these years, doing this for all these years, that we in the truth, we doing this.
And it's all good.
This finna let you know right here that if you don't love your brother, you are not in the truth. Point blank, period. Yeah, I saw that.
Boy, it made me tripping, boy.
You ain't in the truth. You ain't in the truth. All right, let's do 1 John 2, 8 through 11.
All right. Again, a new commandment I write unto you, which thing is true in him and in you. Because the darkness is past and the true light now shines. He that said he is in the light and hated his brother is in darkness even until now.
All right, so you say you in the light, you in Yeshua, you in Messiah, because Messiah is the light.
Come on, bro.
When you say you keep the law is the light as well, right? So you say you in the light, but you hate your brother. You know, you ain't never seen Yeshua. But you see your brother every Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? You see him every Shabbat, every day, and you hate him. But how can you claim you love Yeshua? You ain't never met him.
Come on, bro.
It says you still in darkness.
You still in
you
darkness.
Not in the light. I don't care how much law you think you keeping. It said you still in darkness.
Come on, brother.
Go ahead.
He that loveth his brother abideth in light.
That's point blank, period. If you love your brother, you in the light. You in Yeshua. You walking in the law. Go ahead.
And there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
If you love your brother, go ahead.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness.
What?
Is in darkness. And walketh in darkness.
That's right.
And knoweth not whither he goeth. Because that darkness has blinded
you blind.
his
You blind. You don't even recognize your spiritual condition because of that hate that blinded you. You don't recognize you in darkness. That's how you in darkness. And you don't even recognize.
Don't even know you in darkness.
That's blind. You blind and in darkness.
Eyes that see not, ears that hear not.
You don't even know where you going. You in the dark with a blindfold on. That's your spiritual condition when you hate your brother. Just picture yourself in a big padded room, dark, no lights with a blindfold on. Woo. That's your spiritual condition.
And it's pit bulls in that room. You ain't been fed in 3 days. You got a blindfold on, it's dark, and you're in the room locked.
Yeah.
You in trouble, partner.
Yeah, that's your spiritual condition. So we need to be doing some spiritual fine-tuning before these feasts.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pass it over to the elder.
Let me get that, man. I got 2 verses of script. I want to get you. The first one we want to get you there, Ezekiel 44, man. All right. Go to Ezekiel 44.
Yeah.
2 verses of script. I ain't gonna be before you long. Ezekiel 44. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna read verses 5 through 10, my young brother. All right. 5 through 10. What do it say?
And the Lord said unto me, son of man, mark well and behold with thine eyes, and hear with thine ears.
Now we just got you talking about being blind and in dark, but go ahead.
All that I say unto thee concerning all the ordinances of the house of the Lord, and all of the laws thereof, and mark well the entering in of the house.
Do what?
Mark well the entering in of the house.
Meaning, watch your steps when you come before the Lord. He said, mark where your step when you enter into this house. He said, you better walk circumspectly before me. You better check yourself. You better examine yourself before you come into my house before me. Go ahead.
With every going forth of the sanctuary. And thou shalt say to the rebellious, even to the house of Israel, that thus saith the Lord God, O ye house of Israel, let it suffice you of all your abominations.
Go ahead, bro.
And that ye have bought into my sanctuary strangers, uncircumcised in heart, and uncircumcised in
now
flesh.
2 things I want to stop the young brother right there. 2 things we about, like I said, we talking about spiritual tune-up going into these feasts. Now, first thing, brother, you brothers that ain't circumcised physically, you ain't supposed to be taking of this Passover. Now, I'm gonna say this right here: the Lord will show mercy. He does show mercy. But he said, you coming in, you better mark where your step before you come before me. He said, uncircumcised in heart and in the flesh. If your mind ain't right and you coming into these feast days, you might want to rethink that and get that right before you enter into the house. Continue to read.
To be in my sanctuary to pollute it, even my house.
Go ahead.
When ye offer my bread, the fat and the blood, and they have broken my covenant because of all your abominations.
Continue to read.
And ye have not kept the charge of my holy.
And ye have not kept the charge of my holy. What is his holy thing? This word right here. You ain't keeping the charge of his holy things when you come in there wrong until the feast day, this season, this holy season that we about to take on and go into. These are holy things that he's talking about. He ain't talking about them things that was in that tabernacle. He talking about the holy thing that you partake of, this word, these commandments, statutes, and laws. Continue to read.
But ye have set keepers of my charge in my sanctuary for yourselves. Thus said the Lord, no stranger, uncircumcised in heart, nor uncircumcised in flesh, shall enter into my sanctuary. Of any stranger that is among the children of Israel.
Go ahead and read.
And the Levites that are gone away far from me when Israel went astray, which went astray from me after their idols, they shall even bear their
And he said, you're going to bear your iniquity. When you come in and you got these idols set up in your mind, in that book of Jeremiah chapter 14, he said, these people have set up idols in their mind. He said, and the Lord will answer them according to the idols that they did set up in their mind. Now, a lot of the idols that we set up in our mind are selfish idols. We make it all about us. So, hey, if you ain't circumcised in the flesh and in the mind, you better get yourself together before these feast days come up on us, brother. Now, let's go to 1 Corinthians, bro. Did you go to that 5? I ain't going to go to that 5. I want to go 1 Corinthians 11. Yeah, go to 1 Corinthians 11. Go to 1 Corinthians 11, because this is the one really that I hope Well, the whole lesson, really, but I'm just saying, you're going to get a stern warning from Brother Paul. We're going to pick it up at the 24, my brother. 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 24. We're going to read 24 through 32. Look at what he says.
24. Pick it up at 24. You said pick it up.
Yeah, 24.
Okay. All right. And when he had given thanks, he break it.
This is Paul running down the first Passover the Lord had with his disciples. But go ahead and read.
And when he had given thanks, he break it and said, "Take, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me."
Now, brothers and sisters, he said, "Take. This is the bread." He said, "Take, eat, and do this in remembrance of me." What are you supposed to be remembering? You're supposed to be remembering that the creator and possessor of all you see, feel, hear, and touch came down in man form and suffered severe beating. It said he was like a lamb led to the slaughter, and it was a slaughter for real. He was beat till he was unrecognizable. He did this for you. He said, "Take, eat, and do this in remembrance of me." What I did for you to get you back in communion with the Father. So you should not be partaking of this lightly, my brother.
Right.
You should not be taking of this lightly, my sister. Continue to read.
and after the same manner, he took the cup when he had supped, saying, "This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance."
Remember the blood that was shed for you. Remember the stripes that he partook of. Remember the nails in his hands and his feet. Remember the thorns that was stuck in his head for you. He said, this is the covenant, the new covenant of my blood. The one, that blood that pardoned your past sin. You know, the one that you couldn't get rid of. The blood of the bulls and goats couldn't do it for you. This is what you're supposed to be remembering and taking dead serious when you come into this Passover, when you come into these feast days. But continue to read.
For as ye ought to eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Lord's death till he come.
Now I got to throw this in here for my Sunday co-op brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
He said, as often as you will do this. Now, he said you got to do it. Now you read earlier, you got to do it in this season.
Right.
It ain't the first Sunday.
Go ahead.
It ain't the third Sunday. And it sure ain't every Sunday. First of all, the Passover, if you go back and read it, he was killed in the midst of the week. So they kill your Easter and your Good Friday all together in one fell swoop. You can go read that in Daniel chapter 9, 25 through 27. He was killed in the midst of the week. He said, but as often as you do, in the season that you doing in, this is when you're supposed to remember his death. And this wasn't no Last Supper either. I had to throw that in there for some flavor for them Sunday. Yeah. But go ahead, bro.
Wherefore whosoever shall eat this bread.
Wherefore whoever shall eat this bread
and drink this cup of the Lord.
And drink this cup of the Lord.
Unworthily.
Unworthily.
Shall be guilty of the body and blood.
Did y'all hear that? Because see, our forefathers said, crucify him. Crucify him. And he said, if you drink of this, partake of this Passover, unworthily. He said, your forgiveness is out the door. That washing away of the past sin. Read that again, brother, because I don't want them to mistake nothing I'm saying. Go ahead and read it.
Well, for whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord
unworthily, what?
Shall be guilty of the body and blood of it.
So when you partake of this unworthy, it's just like you were standing there with your forefathers saying, crucify him, crucify him. Y'all, our forefathers took a murderer over the Christ. So that's what he's saying. If you take upon this unworthy, that's why I said, whatever problems you got with your brother, your sister, you better hurry up and make it right if you plan on taking this Passover. Yeah. You better get this thing right because he's going to tell you if you don't, what's going to happen. He already told you you're going to be guilty of the blood of Jesus Christ, didn't he?
Right.
What else do it say, my young brother?
Say, for he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself.
Read that again, brother.
For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation.
No, you skip 28. Read that 28.
28.
Yeah.
But let a man examine himself.
Let a man do what?
Examine himself.
You better examine yourself. You better get yourself in your closet, in your prayer closet, and examine yourself and get it right. Go ahead and read. And so let
him eat of that bread and drink of that cup.
Go ahead.
For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself.
Did y'all hear that? What? And not doing what? Not
discerning the Lord's body.
In verse 30, what do it say?
For this cause,
for you taking and drinking unworthy, this cause what?
Many are weak, and sickly, and many among you are dead, and many sleep.
So hey, when this year come up and some of these brothers and sisters come up missing, or the Lord put some kind of affliction on them, you might want to go back and check yourself and get the fasting and praying to get that thing up off you. Because hey, a lot of brothers and sisters, year to year, they keeping that letter of the law. They coming to the Passover, they coming to the feast, as we were commanded to come up, but you partaking of it unworthily. And he said, you not only you bringing damnation to your soul, you guilty of the blood and the body of Christ, and many of you sick and many of you sleep. What did that 31 say, brother?
31. It says, for if we would judge ourselves,
we
shall not be judged.
We shall not be. If you examine yourself and keep yourself together and ask forgiveness of your brothers and sisters, hey, and repent, then guess what? You won't be judged. You won't be guilty of the blood. You won't be guilty of the body. He said, hey, man, you better examine yourself. That's all I got, bro. That's it. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. This is your boy T Book. I got a young lion back in the building with me. Hey, we hope to see the brothers and sisters in Memphis out the class tomorrow. Hey, I got my boy Water P. Most High gave him a banger. He gonna bring a banger at the class tomorrow. We waiting on you, bro. Hey, all my brothers and sisters, hey, we getting ready for these feast days. You understand what I'm saying? The brother been posting them up. I still didn't see him on the Facebook, but hey, he been posting feast day location times on the YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? We love to have our brothers and sisters. Hey, we hope y'all been edified tonight. We need to get ourselves together, Israel.
Right, spiritual fine-tuning.
Spiritual fine-tuning in preparation of the Most High's feast days coming up.
Right.
Hey, let's show love. Let's be love. Let's give love. We're going to holler at y'all one more again on the other side. Peace and blessings.